If God's children are in business, God's children will be paid correct pays. The economy will be run by righteous people. How sure do we know? How true do we know whether the water we drink is clean water? If somebody is not somewhere bottling ordinary pipe water for us as pure water. Because when people are not righteous, they don't care what they offer to people. That is why the scripture says when the righteous people are in authority, the people will rejoice. Let's bring rejoicement to Nigerians. Let's bring rejoicement to all the nation of Nigeria, the continent of Africa, the whole world. Let's bring joy to human beings. Because 70 to 80% of the world's population are the masses that are suffering. Poor people. They are always struggling with little. Beloved, our functions as leaders has collapsed. When the Messiah was here, he played the role of a great leader. He provided for the people everything they needed, even raised them from dead when they died. Heal them from their sicknesses. That means leadership that will offer hospitals. Thank God, Burkina Faso today, they are offering free care to their people, free education to their people. We are praying that Africa will come to that level. Nigeria can do even better than that. Nigeria can pay even the youth that have finished school and they are not working. Nigeria can offer children allowances because Nigeria is so wealthy. Have you heard of the latest bauxite discovery? $8 trillion. And that is the raw material. If it is going to be industrialized, I tell you, it can be multiplied 3 times or more. So, beloved, it is time for God's children. It is time for righteous men to go into authority. Righteous women to go into authority. That is what leadership is all about. When Christ, the Messiah, commanded in Luke 19:13 that occupy till I return. It is the duty of God's children to take authority over the world because it's their father's property. Divine constitution says the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof, and the people that are in it all belong to the Creator. How can we sit down and allow evil men and women to be destroying God's creation, looting God's wealth from God's children? What do we gain? Mass wealth, and go and put it in another country for it? Because they were the first taught leadership by their master, the Messiah. Their master, the Messiah. Leadership is part of your creation. That is why God created you in his image and likeness. God is the wonderful leader, and he created you as a leader. It is your failure that has made you fail not to be a leader. You were created a leader. You were born a leader. Why is it that when a baby is being fed by the mother, the baby with her tiny hands or his hands want to hold the feeding bottle? That is an evidence and a display of leadership. In other words, the baby is saying, "Mommy, I can do it myself." That is leadership spirit. When you are walking with little children, they are holding their hands. They say, "Leave my hand, I want to walk on my own." That is leadership evidence. We were created leaders. Why are we failures? Beloved, let's rise from our fallen level and become the leaders God has created us to be. As righteous people, when we lead, the people, everybody will rejoice. Whether they know God, they don't know God. Human beings are the image of God. Every human being, irrespective of what the person believes in, is another nature of God. And that is what we must know. So the time for Nigeria is now. The time to make it great is now. Nobody can stop it. So beloved, let's come together. There's a role that all of us will play to make Nigeria what it's supposed to be. I am playing my part right now as in the office of the prophet to the nation. Your part is there until you come. Then I will give you. Come and be part of this movement. This is the movement to make Nigeria great again. Come and be part of it so that together we can let it be fulfilled. Thank you so much for making time to listen to the School of the Knowledge of God and now leadership teachings and lectures. My name again is Peter Anamo. I work in the office of the prophet to the nations, and I am in Nigeria here with a team, and we are doing everything possible to fulfill what God has instructed us. That is to destroy all foundations in each state capital to affect the state, destroy the altars of old, covenants of old, structures of old, and build new ones to replace them for a new Nigeria, a great Nigeria. Contact us on 707 8697 193. 707 8697 193. That is the contact number in Nigeria. You can send a WhatsApp message as well. The Ghana number still stands 055 459 8076 plus 233 added to it. Thank you so much. Share this video to as many people as possible, and comment and subscribe if you are new, so that the next school, that is next week, Saturday and Sunday, you can be given information to learn. The Lord richly bless you. Bye-bye.